And in fact, you'll notice it's very common today in the West to ask the question, what do you believe? Right? And especially if someone says they're religious, what do you believe? And actually, people ask me that all the time. I had a friend who has a podcast. He says, Pete, I've been reading you for years. I've heard the podcast. I've probably listened to like 20 hours of lectures from you online. And he says, I have no idea what you believe. Like, I have no idea. He says, I want you to come onto my podcast, and I want to ask you, what do you believe, right? No worming out of it. What do you believe? So I was like, okay, I'll tell you what I believe, and I'll tell you what I believe. I'll be very upfront with you. I'll pull the curtain back. I believe that I don't know what I believe. I believe knowing what you believe takes so much effort. It's so hard that actually your consciousness is a defense mechanism to protect you from realizing what you believe, right? None of you believe that a duvet cover will protect you from a knife attack, right? None of you believe that, right? Unless it's late at night, you hear a creak downstairs, and then you get all Harry Potter and think it's an invisibility cloak, right? Think that it's going to protect you, right? None of you believe there are monsters under the bed until you're going to get a glass of water at night and you don't want to put your foot down in case it grabs you, right? We have, lots of us, so many weird beliefs. And actually our conscious belief is often a way to protect us from seeing the chaos of what we really believe. You'll meet somebody who's very confident. They're always out partying. They think they're wonderful. They're always talking about themselves. They think they're amazing. And then you discover that actually they hate themselves. They don't even know it, let alone you. They don't think they hate themselves, but it's a reaction formation. Reaction formation is when you go to an extreme opposite of what you are. So for example, if you meet someone who's like really into Josh McDowell or something, and they've got like a library of apologetics books, that's generally an evidence that they're full of doubt. Otherwise, why would you have that many apologetics books, right? It's a reaction formation. The more you're trying to repress something, the more you do the opposite. Like an example I've used before, but it's true, is if someone keeps on telling you that they've got a great relationship on Facebook, they probably don't, right? Now, it's not they're telling you that they've got a great relationship, they're telling themselves. Like, if you've got a great relationship, the last thing you're thinking about is telling other people, right? So whenever you see Instagram accounts that have the perfect life, honestly, I mean, I know people who project that stuff. I live in LA, that's all people do. Project out the perfect life, right? You can tell that the more perfect the life looks, the more craziness is going on underneath. But it's not that they're lying to us. They're often lying to themselves. So it takes a lot of effort to come to know what you believe. Oh, I believe that actually, like, my parents are out to get me. Now, you don't really think that, but it came out in a dream when one of them tried to kill you. And then you're like, why did I dream that? And you go, oh, maybe I actually am carrying something. So sometimes your beliefs and your religious beliefs are actually designed to protect you from encountering yourself and your real beliefs. I actually think good religion at its best is not about getting you to believe something, but rather getting you to confront your beliefs, which can take 20 years. That's why people go to therapy. That's why reality TV works, because nobody thinks they're an asshole, right? Like, so you go on and go, oh, I'll be great, I'll go on and everyone will love me. And then you watch yourself from a distance and go, oh, I really like that. Like if you read a diary 6 months after you wrote it, and you go, oh my goodness, I'm mental, right? You don't know, because you have to hang out with yourself all the time, right? I have to hang out with this all the time. So I have to invent a story that everything's fine. I'm great. That's why this is dreaming. And kind of analysis is more like, this is dreaming because this is where we all pretend that everything's fine. We come here, we're all chatty, and we're all like, everything's great. But in our dreams, that's when we're kind of awake. At least we're awake to our sufferings, because that's when they come out. All of our anxieties and different things pop up in our dreams. And so sometimes we have to wake up in order to dream. As in, we have to wake up from the nightmare, which is the truth, into the dream of everything's okay.